that little guy, little Tyrus Toribio, found his body found in the sand at a playground, and his mother is accused. His mother has already given an excuse why she did it, that she didn't want him to go through life where nobody cared for him the same way that she had gone through life. We're taking your calls. Let's go to Albert in California. Hi, Albert. Your comment or question here?
Yeah, I'm just curious as to why she would do that. And, her excuse is that no one would care about him?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I mean, she could have cared about him. How about that? If she wanted to give him up for adoption, she could have did that also. There's plenty of parents out there that can't have babies that would have cared about him.
Yeah.
There's no excuse, and she should be punished severely.
Yeah. Mike, let's talk about punishment. Again, obviously she has mental issues. How do we sort it out? What is proper punishment for her?
Well, I'm sure, as Jeff will tell you, they'll probably do a 72-hour mental screen on her to find out, try to figure out what's going on inside of her head. But there's a murder charge, Mike, and charges of child abuse that led to the death of this child. And it sounds like, from family members that apparently she had been involved in abusing the child before.
Jeff, back to what the caller said and what you and I had talked about before the break, how this lady, Sarah Sandoval, had said a lot of people would love him. How does a mom not go to that place? Maybe people say, anyone who had interacted with her and seen her, how she interacts with her son, there was no emotional connection. She would walk ahead of him. With that said, why doesn't it click in to say, I will give him up. I will get help here. So if I can't love him, someone else will.
Because we're not dealing with rational minds here. Rational minds, even if they're depressed, will say, I need respite care. I'll give up this child to my mother, or I'll give him to Child Protective Services because I need a break. I can't deal with it. I threw this term schizoaffective out there. Of course, Mike is right. They have to evaluate her. But the issue here with this schizoaffective, these people can sometimes become so depressed that they become delusional. And so she really, I believe, she believes, in fact, that she was trying to save her son, but that's part and parcel of this very diseased mind.
Yeah, and we talk about she's already had one suicide attempt. Real quick, Jeff, do you think there's going to be another suicide attempt?
I think they're certainly going to observe her in addition to evaluating her, because once she's done it this time, they are going to have to watch her again because she really is very, very mentally unstable, obviously.
Let's get another call in. Brandy in Alabama. Hi, Brandy. Comment, question?
Hi. I grew up with an alcoholic, manic depressive, bipolar mother. And my grandmother more or less stepped in and, helped me. And I just it makes me so mad that these family members have sat back and saw that she didn't have an emotional connection with this child, that he was obviously being abused. Why did they not step up and do something for this child before this happened?
Brandy, that's a great question. Mike, what do we know about family members? They're the ones that turned her in. But Brandy makes a great point. Why didn't they step up when they could have done something?
I was just thinking the same thing just moments ago, but we don't know what kind of dynamic there was in this particular family. She was apparently had been kicked out a number of places, and she had some connection to this neighborhood, and that's why she buried him in this playground. But the whole dynamic with the family, we really don't know that too much about it.
Jeff, clock's ticking on us. We got to run, but I got to get your comment on that. Why wouldn't a family member step up if they're seeing something that's way off here?
Again, Mike is right on. We don't know what the dynamics are, but this is probably a family that was overwhelmed with their own issues, and now to have this grown daughter who can't take care of their own child, common sense says you step in, but they may have been overwhelmed. The dynamics may have been that great.
Okay. Guys, thanks again. Difficult topic, but we wanted to find the answers out, and we have, sad to say. Okay, thanks again.